Everybody says wicked in Boston, you know. Things can be wicked.
The motherfucker. That's a
I always said we use the F word as a placeholder. Like when you really be like, so the other day, and I was walking down the street, you know.
You know, it's the sarcasm and the dark humor, I guess. Bit of gallows humor. I don't know. Is that how you describe it?
Yeah, gallows humor for sure. Like a certain bitterness underneath everything. A little bit of fatalism underneath everything.
Well, Chuck has a very, very, very refined ear for Boston humor and the way people talk, and so he's got it's a high standard. But I think usually, sometimes Boston's done pretty good job of it. Good Will Hunting didn't really capture it at all, but other movies have done a good job.
You're in Good Will Hunting. Why did you say that?
Except for those bits.
When we started out, it was very rare to hear a good Boston accent on screen. Like, Robert Mitchum in The Friends of Eddie Coyle was like one of the few times, and I remember talking to the director of that movie, Peter Yates, and I asked him about it, and he said, yeah, Mitchum really hung out with the Teamsters the whole time, you know, and I remember when Ben did The Town, he said Renner did the same thing. He got a specific Teamster for Renner, and Renner just rolled with that guy the whole time. Like, Doug kind of built a world. I mean, it's Boston, but there wasn't any mandate for doing an accent or anything, and the actors just showed up with what they showed up with, and they're all really good and unique, and you know, Michael obviously is one of the great character actors that we have in America, so it was just awesome that he showed up with what he showed up with. Paul Walter Hauser too was like shocking because he's not from that area and he's just got an amazing ear, and he just brought a lot of stuff to that character that he kind of expanded what was on the page in a really fun way.
You had Ron Perlman,
Yeah,
Michael,
yeah.
Paul,
Ving, everybody.
Ving Rhames,
it was just,
yes.
yeah. It was a bomb squad of actors for sure.
Hello, is anybody in there?
I don't think that's gonna do it.
I don't think there's anyone in there.
We gotta run.
I gotta see.
You are unbelievable. For $32,000,
We can't just sit here.
you're gonna get shot in the face. Yeah, it wasn't that hard to do the accent.
Pretty easy. Yeah, it's probably just something that we've heard so much from the time we were kids that it didn't really feel like a big leap. It was actually just we just would kind of start talking that way and fall into character pretty easily, I think.
But I was really impressed with how other people who weren't from Boston came in and just completely nailed it.
It's a very particular sound, and I think because there have been more movies about it kind of in the last 30 years, it's like a lot of actors kind of have it in their toolkit now and they show up, and it's not all over the place the way it used to be. People used to kind of do like a Kennedy thing because that was kind of the most famous sound to come out of there, but that wasn't what people talked like. And now it feels like it's been more mainstreamed a little bit.
Now every time we go to Boston, the Teamsters are gonna have like dialect coach in their contract negotiation. Now that you've said that.
Well, besides the two of us, when we started talking about casting with Doug Liman, I mean, the third huge role in that was the one that Hong Chow plays. And so she was that was the first person that the role that we had to figure out. And so that was great. When we had Hong, we really could all start writing towards that and building out those relationships. It is like a who's who, and I think that's a testament to Doug Liman. He's such a great director, and I think people really want to work with him. So, and I think they got the fun. There was a lot for everybody to do, even people who come in and have a few scenes, like Paul Walter Hauser. Michael Stuhlbarg, like these awesome actors.
Yeah, everybody in the movie is in something
Fred
that
Molina,
we loved, you know?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was
even
just
Jack, who's like a big superstar. Hadn't worked that much as an actor, but it was really exciting to have him there.
Well, everybody says wicked in Boston, you know. It's like, that's
Not much of an expletive, I guess.
not much of an expletive, but things can be fucking wicked.
The motherfucker. That's a, you get the double sound on that.
I always said we use the F word as a placeholder. Like when you really be like, so the other day, fucking, I was walking down the street, you know. Yeah, it's actually, we didn't realize till we wrote Good Will Hunting, till we typed it out, and actually looked at the dialogue, how much swearing we do in Boston. We're tend to be kind of a foul-mouthed,
Yeah.
but it doesn't carry the same kind of meaning. It's a little more tossed off there. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't have the same bite. I remember we were, Ving was doing a scene and I had noticed that he'd taken there were two F words and he didn't say them. And I thought he just didn't want to say those. But I was recently thinking about how many F words are in our movie, and I looked up to see what movies had the most F words. Pulp Fiction has like 342 F-bombs in the movie, and Ving is responsible for 90 of them. So I was kind of confused as why I started cleaning it up in our movie, but...
He's like, I've already done that. I've done that as well as it can be done. I'm gonna do it. I'm playing this one clean.
You walk out with me.
But I'm their hostage. And their psychiatrist.
You're underpaid.
Yeah, well,
It's a long list.
Yeah.
I mean, from John Adams to Jason Tatum, there are a lot of names to drop.
Everyone in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's where we're from, and it's kind of what we grew up with. But there's definitely a blue collar mentality. Be humble, work hard. You know, do your part. You know, it's just kind of those values of just kind of putting one foot in front of the other and just keep going. And that kind of perseverance probably is what.
Yeah, it is a place that still has its own sense of cultural values to it. It hasn't just become just like any other place. There's a sense of character there that does include a value system.
The most Bostonian elevator pitch for the Instigators. It's about two knuckleheads who get involved in a heist, and things don't go that great. And it's hopefully a lot of fun. Fucking wicked.